Hi everyone, now we are going further in this algebra expression. Now we are considering algebra expression 2b. Now let's move on. What are the content of this one? Algebra fractions with monomial denominators, that's number one. Number two, word problems leading to simple algebraic fractions. Now let's move on. Algebraic fractions with monomial denominators. Now, algebraic expressions are said to have monomial denominator if the denominator has a single term. Examples are xy, b squared, 4a, etc. However, algebraic fraction with monomial denominators is for the form 4 divided by y, that is 4 over y, comma 5 over 3k, comma 2 over 7x, and so on. To effectively simplify algebraic expressions, a good knowledge of LCM is very necessary. Are you getting it now? So now you have differentiated between algebraic fraction with monomial denominator and normal algebraic fraction. Are you getting it now? So that is how it looks. Let's press further. Examples. Number one example is that you should simplify the following, which is number one, 1 divided by 3a plus 2 divided by 3a. Number two, d divided by 7c plus 1 divided by 21c. And why number three question is a minus 2b divided by 3 plus a minus 3b divided by 5. Now solution number one. Now when you consider 1 over 3 a plus 1 over 3 plus 2 over 3a, you are going to find the LCM of what is in the denominator, all the numbers in denominator. And when you see this, as you can see this, the number that is in this denominator is 3a and 3a. And what is the LCM of 3a and 3a? Okay, let me do it like this. What is the LCM of 3 and 3? Which is 3. And what is the LCM of a and a? Is a. That is why you get the LCM to be 3a. Are you getting it now? We now come here. How many 3? How many 3a in this 3a? Is 1. That's why this one is not going to be 1 times 1. 1 times this one at the numerator is not going to be 1. That's why you get this one. Are you getting it now? Then how many 3a is in this 3a? Is not going to be 1 again. 1 times what is up here, which is numerator. You understand now? When you find the LCM down, you now multiply it by the number that is whatever is in numerator side. Are you getting it now? So how many 3 in 3a now is 1. Then 1 times 2 is 2. That is why this one is plus 2. That is 1 plus 2. And the LCM is 3a. 1 plus 2 is now going to be 3. That is why we get this 3. Are you seeing now? And then divided by 3. How many 3 in 3? You know, 3 can go in 3 which is 1. Abi, it's not going to be 1. What remains down here is a, which is 1 over a. This is the simplification. The answer is 1 over a. Are you following? Let's move further to question 2. Now, question 2 is d divided by 7c plus 1 divided by 21c. What is the LCM of this? Of course, you know the LCM is not going to be, what is the, for the number, we have 7 and 21. What is the LCM? That is lowest common factor of this one. Lowest common factor of this one, which is not going to be, oh yeah, let's do it. Which is now going to be 7 and 21. It's 21. Because 21 will go in 21 and 7 will go in 21. That is 21. What is the LCM of C and C? Is C. That means the LCM of 7C and 21C is 21C. Are you getting it now? So let's move further. Now, which is now going to be, let me erase this one so that we get it clear. Let me erase this one. Yeah, so now this is 21c now. 21c, which is the LCM, is what we're written now. How many 7c in 21c? How many 7c in 21c is 3? Are you getting me? It's 3, because 7 goes in 21, 3, and c cancels c, which is 1, is 3. Now 3 times d now is going to be 3d. Are you getting it now? How many 21c in 21c is 1? That is, how many 21 in 21 1? How many c in c is 1? So 1 times what is in the numerator side now, which is 1 times 1 is 1. That is why we get this one. Are you getting it? It's now going to be 3d plus 1 divided by 21c. Are you following? Now, having got that, you can now see what more can we do. I think we cannot do anything. That is the final answer. That is the final answer. You can add 3d plus 1. Are you getting it? You can divide 3d plus 1 by 21c. So let's move further to number 3. Now number 3 is this. Now a minus 2b divided by 3 plus a minus 3b divided by 3. Now we divided by 5. Now what are you going to do? You are going to find the LCM of 5 and 3 and 5, and the LCM of 3 and 5 actually is 15, because 3 can go, if you take 10, 3 cannot go in 10, but 5 can go in 10. That, are you getting me? I want you to go and revise your LCM work, and that those ones are elementary mathematics, and then so that is why you get 15. Are you getting it? Because 3 can go in 15 and 5 can go in 15. You can as well take 30, because 3 can go in 30, but it's not a lowest. It's not a lower common number. Are you getting it now? This one is the lowest number that the two of them can go inside. Are you getting it now? That's why we take this one. I believe you are getting it, and you are getting it clearly. Are you getting it? Now that means we have 15 to be the LCM. Now that means you are now going to say how many 3 in 15, which is 5, and then you are now going to use that 5 to multiply all that is at the numerator side. Are you getting it now? All that is at the numerator side up here. Are you getting it? So how many 3 in 15? Let me press further. How many 3 in 15 is, how many 3 in 15 is 5, and then you are now going to say 5 times all that is here. That's why 5 open bracket a minus 2b close the bracket. Now how many 5 in 15 is 3? Are you getting it? So that you are going to get it more clear. Then how many 3 in 15 that we just did is 5. You are getting my point. Now that is what we have just done, and then that 5 is what you use to multiply all that is inside there, and then this 3 is what you use to multiply all that is inside there. That is what we've just done. I think it's very simple, and you can understand this. It's very clear. So let's move further. Now having done that, what else are you going to do is to open the bracket of all the numerators, and then try to expand the bracket, which is now going to be 5 times a, which is 5a, minus 2b is here, which is 5 times minus 2b is going to be minus 10b, and then 3 times a is plus 3 times a is plus 3a, and then plus 3 times minus 3b, plus times minus is minus, and then 3 times 3 is 9, and then b is here, which is 9b. Are you following now? Divided by the LCM, which is 15. Are you getting now? What you are going to do now is to collect all the like terms, like 5a and 3a, they are likes, and then minus 10b and minus 9b are likes too. Let's do it. Now having done that, if you say 5a, which is plus 5a, and plus 3a is going to be 8a, which is it, this one, minus 10b and minus 9b. Minus 10b means the depth of you have a depth of 10b, and you still have a depth of 9b. So if you add all your depths together, you have a depth of 19b, which is minus 19b divided by 15. Are you seeing it now? Can you still simplify these things that are up, I think you cannot simplify it because nothing common here. There's no number common, there's no alphabet common. That means the final answer is 8a minus 19b divided by 15. Now, this is your evaluation very quickly. You can simplify this question 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is what you are going to do. So let's move on. Now we are going to word problems leading to simple algebraic fraction. Now we want to go to word problem. Now when solving word problems, the following points are very important. Number one is that you must use a letter to represent your unknowns. Then number two is that you have to translate problem from words, from sentences to algebra form. Number three is that you have to make an equation out of every statement. Are you following? Now, then after you have made a question from every statement, then you can solve the equation completely to get the unknowns. And another point is that you must know where it involves fractions. First, clear the fractions using LCM. Are you getting it now? Now, LCM means lowest common multiple. Are you getting it? Now, another point is that you must give the answer in a written form. After you have concluded the answer, you now write it in a written form. And then another step, which is number 7 step, is that check the result against the information given in the question. That is what you have to do. Now let's go to the problem solving. Now example 1. Ojo add 15 to a number. Ojo add 15 to a number and then divide the number by 3. Now the result is twice the first number. Find the number. Now you have to follow those sentences. The first sentence is Ojo add 15 to a number. They don't know that number. You can represent that number with, this is what we say, represent the unknown. Because we don't know the number, you represent it with alphabet or the letter. Are you getting it now? So Ojo, the number that Ojo had 15 to should be A or B or X or Y. We don't know it yet. Then another statement is then divide the sum. After he has added it, he now divide the 15 and the number that he has added together divided by 3. That's what he's saying. And the result is now equals to the result is equal to 2 times that number that you don't know. 2 times that number. That is, if it is X that you don't know, it's now going to be 2 times X. Let's find the number now. Now solution. Now let the number be n. We don't know the number, but let's represent that number to be n. You can as well represent the number by any alphabet that you want. Now Ojo now add 15 to that n. That is, it's going to be n plus 15. Now after that one, you now divide the 2 together by 3. Now just divide the result by 3, which is now going to be n plus 15 divided by 3. Now the result of this is equals to 2 times that number. Are you getting it? And the number is n. It's now going to be, the result is now 2n. Are you following now? No, when you equate it together, that is n plus 15 divided by 3. It resulted to 2n. Are you getting it now? This implies that n plus 15 divided by 3 equals to 2n. I believe this is very simple. Are you getting it? That is how all these steps have been done. Let me show you so that you understand what I mean. We have used the number that we don't know to be represented by n, and then we have translated the problem from word to algebra. This is what we have just done, and then we have made the equation out of it. This is the equation that was made out of it. Then we have to solve completely the unknown. That is, we have to get what n is actually is. Are you getting it now? And then they said where it involves fraction, you have to first clear the fraction. So this part must be first cleared. Are you following this? So then we now give our answer. When we get the solution, we give our answer in written form. Let's move on. Now, let's see now. Now we have to cross multiply here. Are you getting it? To clear the fraction? We have to cross multiply. 2n is as well 2n divided by 1. Am I correct? Yes. So we now cross multiply. That is, we are going to say 3 times 2n, and then this one times n plus 15, which is now going to be 1 times n plus 15. Are you getting it now? You bracket it, equals to 3 times 2n, which is now going to be 1 times n is n, and 1 times 15. This one is 15, it's not 5, it's typographic error. So which is 15, which is now going to be 3 times 2n, which is 6n. Now you can collect the lifetime. That is, you bring n back to its fellow, which is 6n, and then 15 remain itself. Now, which is now going to be like this: 15 equals to 6n. By the time you cross n to this place, it's going to turn to negative. Am I correct? But if it were negative here, it's going to turn to positive here, vice versa. You get it? Now, when you now say 6 minus n is going to be 5n, and what we have is now 15 equals to 5n. You can say write 5n equals to 15. It's the same, so that it will help you in simplifying it, which is now going to be divide both sides by 5. Are you getting it? Because 5 to get n, make n the subject of formula, you can divide both sides by 5. You are now going to get n to be 3, because 5 divided by 15 is 3. Therefore, the number is 3. Now, this final answer, you should not put it that n is 3. Are you getting it? If you were to get 2 marks here, you are actually going to get 1 mark. Are you getting it? Because you must write the final answer in form of word, because this is a word problem that you were solving. Are you getting it now? So therefore, the number is 3. So let's move on. Example 2. I add 60 to a certain number, then divide the result by 12. The quotient, that is division, is 6. Find the original number. Now, solution. You need to get this one too. Now, let the number be x. You can as well say let the number be k, whatever. So that is the first step. Having done that, now read the statement. I added 60 to a certain number. The number is x, that is x plus 60. Added 60 to a certain number, that is x plus 60. And the second statement is that then divide the result by 12. The result, which is x plus 60 divided by 12. Are you getting it now? This is what it implies. Now, quotient means answer. Are you getting it? Quotient means answer. And the result, that is the quotient, the result of the quotient, the division of these two is 6. That is why we get this. Now, moving on, you are going to multiply through by 12, or you cross multiply like what we do up here. Are you getting it? That is, you say 6 times 12, and then x plus 60 times 1, that is under 6. Are you getting it? You are going to get x plus 60 times 1, which is x plus 60, and then 6 times 12, which is here. Are you seeing it now? Now, which is now going to imply that x plus 60 equals to 6 times 12, which is 72. Now, collect the lifetimes. X will remain here, and 60 will go and meet its friend. This is now going to be x equals to, when 60 comes here, it's going to be negative 72 minus 60, which is 12. X equals to 12. You will now write it in word. What is x? The number is equals to 12. Just simple. The original number is now what? 12. You have gotten your full mark. Now, example 3. Juliet is n years old and her brother is half of her age. That is, the number of years of Juliet is n, and then the number of his brother is half n. Are you getting it now? Of her brother is what? Half n. Now, the sum of their age is half of their father's age. Are you following? Who is now 60? Their father is 60. The sum of the two of them is what? That is, n is the year of Juliet. N divided by 2 is the year of our brother. Add them together is going to give us the half a year of their half years of the age of their father. How old is Juliet and her brother? Simple. Now solution. Let's move on. Juliet age is n years. Are you getting it now? Her brother age is half of that n years, which is half of n years. Are you following now? Now their father is 60 years, and then the half of 60 years is 30. Are you following now? That is, the sum of their ages is half of their father. Are you following now? That is n, which is the age of Juliet, and then half of n, which is the age of our brother, is equal to half of the age of their father, which is 60, divided by 2, which is 30. Now this is what we got, and then I want you to, I'll be using two methods, but the first method is what I'm going to use freehand to do. Now, having seen this, you know this is what we are talking about. We are talking about n, which is this one, plus 1. This one is 1 over 2n, I mean, which is 1 times n, which is n over 2. Are you seeing it now? N over 2, which is now going to be 30. This is 30. Now, you first do this one so that you clear it before you get to this 30. What is the LCM of, this one is the same thing as n over 1. What is the LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. How many 1? This one in this 2 is 2. 2 times n is 2n. And then plus, how many 2 in 2 is 1? 1 times n is n. That is, this is what we got now, which is 30. Have you seen it now? That is 2n plus n. Have you seen it now? 2n plus n divided by 2 equals to 30. Now you can as well cross multiply. That is 2n plus n times 1 and then times 60. But however, you can say 2n plus n is what? Is 3n. That is what I want to say. 3n divided by 2, which is now going to be 30 divided by 1. You see now, you can now cross multiply like this, which is now going to be 3n times 1, which is 3n, and then 2 times 30, which is 60. Now you can now divide both sides by 3 to get n. N will now be 60 divided by 3. N will now be 20. So the number of the year of Juliet is 20, while the number of the year of our brother is 20 divided by 2, which is 10. Are you getting it now? However, I'm not going to do that one. I'm not going to do it like that. So this is what I will do. I will follow this one that I've done here. This is now going to be, you will just multiply, since this one is the only fraction, you just multiply the denominator by all. So multiply through by 2 to clear all the fractions. It's now going to be 2 times n, 2n. 2 times half n is going to be 2. We cancel 2, which is plus n, which is now going to be 2 times 30, which is 60. That is what we've gotten before. And now, yeah, it's now going to be 3 divided by 60, which is now going to be 20. So therefore, this means that Juliet is 20 years and her brother is 10. Yeah, that is it. So let's move on. Evaluation. These are things that the questions that you are going to do. So find a number such that when 20 is added to 1 over 4 of it, the result is 1 over 7 times the original number. Now number 2, this one, read it and then you submit to the email, and adequate response will be given to you as soon as possible. Thank you. See you in another class. Yeah.